Y'all, Laila Ali spoke up loud and clear about Claressa shows and came with receipts on her new YouTube channel. Yo, y'all gotta check out her new YouTube channel with the receipts about Claressa shows. But do not be trying to leave from here to go over there. Watch this and then head over there. I'm just joking, but I'm dead serious at the same time. Before I play some of those clips, for people who don't know what's going on, who is Claressa Shields, let me just give you a brief catch up real quick. Claressa Shields is 30 years old. She's dating Papoose, which is Remy my husband. I believe they still married because they haven't divorced yet. She is from Flint, Michigan. She is a professional boxer and the first upcoming professional boxer in a long time since Laila Ali. Claressa Shields been calling out Laila Ali to fight her. She been calling out Laila Ali concerning like she doesn't support upcoming women boxers. She's not a girl's girl. She's jealous of her. These are some of the things that Claressa Shields said on her YouTube channel and other platforms as well. The fact that she was calling out Laila Ali to fight her is insane because Laila Ali been retired years ago. And Laila is like 40 something years old, I believe. Like she's like super older than her. And she haven't even been boxing in a long time. Like she retired. So I thought that was just like insane to be calling somebody that is older than you and haven't been boxing, retired basically, to call you back in the match. The same way when Mike Tyson went to go fight that young boy. I thought that was insane too. Like, why is we going back? I'm gonna play these clips, but real quick, men and women. Why do older people feel like they got something to prove? Y'all were the pioneers. Y'all went before us. Y'all set the tone. Y'all did things so that we, people that's in the same lane as you, were able to prosper and then take the torch and give it to the next generation. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel like you gotta prove something. You already done it. You already became it. This is crazy. Claressa Shields need to discern when to shut up and when to defend herself so that she doesn't look foolish. She's not a fool. She's not a fool. But I don't think she has a discernment when to speak up for herself and when not. And it makes her look foolish on the internet. I'm being honest. The fact that she want to fight a retired woman makes you look foolish. The certain things she just say, because she lets the trolls in the internet with their opinions and their assumptions take captive of her, and she just go off on a deep end on social media, typing and saying whatever. And I just think it is the most foolish thing that a person could ever do. I know it can be hard, holding that anger, that frustration in, holding the narrative that they are talking is not true. And I know it's hard and you feel like I gotta say something. I gotta pick up my phone. I gotta pick up my tablet. I gotta open my laptop and I just gotta say something. No, you cannot. You cannot. The times that we are in right now, the people is the voice. They having opinions, assumptions, receipts, whatever. You cannot be that if you are in the limelight, if you are a celebrity. And if you're not a celebrity, if you plan on being on social media, you gotta know how to handle the media. This is the case of riches before the internal work concerning Claressa Shields. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's play these clips.
There's been a whole lot of talk about the possibility of me making a comeback to boxing. And people have had a lot to say, but I have not addressed it until now. And I know everyone wants to know the answer to the question, will I be coming back? And I promise you, I'm going to give you that answer. But first, I have got to address the lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago.
Listen, Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Laila, come on, go.
And Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila so pretty ass out.
All right, so that was Claressa Shields on the podcast $1 Million Worth of Game. So we heard what she just said. Let's continue.
Now, I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing, so let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics the second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her.
Laila Ali had a talk show for women sports boxers or sports in general. And she went and flew out and interviewed Claressa Shields. Claressa, she coming with the receipts. This is crazy. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Let's just play this little short clip of Laila Ali interviewing young Claressa Shields.
21-year-old Claressa Shields is as confident as her right hand is powerful. Soon, Claressa will be heading to Rio for the Olympics to try and do something that has never been done before. I sat down to talk with her about changing history and being a positive spark for her hometown. You should have heard the story by now. The one about a kid from Flint, Michigan, who has gone toe-to-toe with adversity and stands undefeated.
But I'll always go back to Flint and help.
I know that when I was fighting, with any of my struggles that I had to overcome, or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on in the world, I would use that anger, and take it into the ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done that?
I did that a lot. I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match, and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl, and that kind of helped me, because after I boxed, that was my ultimate high, and I felt like my life was perfect for at least 2 weeks. So,
alright, so we ain't gonna play all the rest of the interview and the documentary that she did on her. We ain't even doing all that. So we hear how Laila Ali so far supported Claressa Shields, right? She did a documentary on her. She interviewed her. We heard Laila Ali said that she used to call her up, let her know when she's boxing, and she's asking her questions. Should she go to the Olympics again or go pro? And listen, Claressa, she coming with the receipts. Again, I said. So how did this all happen? Do y'all remember? And for the people that don't remember, let's take it back real quick. Why that Laila Ali and Claressa Shields fell out. I'm about to take it back for the people that forgot, and I'm about to bring it into existence for the people who don't know. All right, watch this. Well, you can't watch, so listen to this.
For everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. I mean, that's how it feels now. She told me she saw me as the face of women's boxing, and she told me that she wanted my spot. And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her and she took it personal.
Okay, so real quick, did you hear Laila Ali? She said like it feels like it was calculated to her because she told Laila Ali that she wanted her spot. Did you hear that? She told Laila Ali that she wanted her spot. Since Laila Ali haven't been boxing, the spot of professional boxing been up in the air. Nobody have not done it like Laila Ali. She wanted that spot. And listen, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. I want to be here. It's nothing wrong with wanting the spot that is available for you. That can be available for you. I'm here to say it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the salacious ways and how to do things and how to get there, that's where I got a problem with it. You can't get to a spot that's available, that's open to anybody by any means necessary. And any means necessary ain't a problem. But by any way, being salacious, talks and actions and ways, you can't do that. Now, I'm not saying that's what Claressa Shields did. But from what Laila Ali is saying, that's how she feel.
Fast forward to 2018, I was promoting my cookbook, Food for Life, and went on The Breakfast Club, a national show with millions of listeners. I did a 36-minute interview, and when the topic of boxing came up, I actually mentioned her and made positive comments. Then much later into the interview, I was asked about the possibility of a comeback.
Would you ever get back in the ring just for fun?
You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my... I just turned 40.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
No.
I know. I just turned
Real quick, she look good to be just turning 40. I'm not saying 40 is old, woman and man, but she look good. You know what I'm saying? She look good to be 40. Okay, Laila Ali. All right, let me play.
40. I can't believe it either. Because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I could pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge to win, period. Definitely boxing is my first love, and, cooking is something that I'm super passionate about.
Gotcha.
It'll be a part of my life forever. I'm not somebody who sits back and complains about things. I think everything happens in due time. You got Claressa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention.
So we heard on the Breakfast Club that she said that, she went basically, there's no need for her to return back to boxing. There's nobody there that is worth her returning. There's a lot that goes into stepping in that ring to fight. Your nutrition, your weight, your mindset. You got to be physically ready on another level. So she like, listen, I've been out the game for some time. Why in the world I'm coming back? Like, it's nobody that's worthy of me coming back. That's how she felt. Ain't nothing wrong for feeling that way. Don't Claressa Shields feel like she's the best? So Claressa Shields felt the way about what Laila Ali said on the Breakfast Club. I'm going to play this clip and then we're going to wrap it up.
But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Laila Ali. I have so much respect for her. And I like her. I actually call her my big sis, but it was so many shots thrown. Like, if y'all really paid attention, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the number one in my weight class. And, I'm just like, nah. And, I just feel like, she gave props where it's due, but, she also spoke on how, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great enough for her. When it's like, we got two different goals and sets in life. Me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. Even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now. Fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. And yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't there, and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and so the girls that Laila Ali fought wasn't, that great either. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen, and if Laila Ali was to come back, we can rumble, we can go. This is not like, oh, I'm gonna step away. Like, I respect her and everything, but you're not gonna come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. I just don't like the disrespect. And it's my last video, too, about this. I never used her name to try to be like, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she talking about she come out of retirement. She just gonna beat me if she decided to.
All right, so listen. Y'all heard what Claressa Shields had to say. Listen, there's nothing wrong with Laila Ali feeling the way she felt on an interview at the Breakfast Club. The problem, and this is just my opinion, men and women, the problem here is that Claressa Shields needs to do more work, more internal work on herself. Because ain't no way in the world from what Laila Ali said had made you feel so much away that you had went on a whole rant concerning Laila Ali. Laila Ali was asked a question and she felt the way she felt, and that was pertaining herself. You are supposed to big yourself up. That's how boxing is. They talk trash, they big themselves up, and you're supposed to feel like you're the best. Just like Claressa Shields, as we just heard, she feels like she is the best. Here's the thing. I think the younger generation needs to continue to be grateful for the people that went before you, the pioneers that went before you, because they are the one that set the tone for you to be great. The next generation is supposed to be, and quite often is, very much better in a sense than the last generation, because it's a new generation, it's a new time, things are different. So the next generation is supposed to be better. Then nobody would have a chance at greatness. So people like to compare Laila Ali and Claressa Shields. To me, there's no comparison because the next generation is supposed to be better. Your children, men and women, is supposed to be better than you. They are the next generation. This is a darn mess if you ask me. This is a mess. This is a hot, stinking mess. Later, Ali then came with the receipts. And I don't believe she should be going back in no ring fighting no Claressa Shields. She already made a name for herself. She already a pioneer. It is what it is. I just want to say this, and I'm going to end this video. Humility is a must. As we travel in life with trying to get through success, and success is identified in many different ways, men and women. Somebody's success could be to be married, move out of the state that they in, and have a bunch of children. That is their success. Success is identified on what is in your heart. What do you desire? In the name of Jesus, success is whatever you want it to be, men and women. Whatever is placed deep down inside your soul. But in order to get to those levels of success, you have to show humility. Humility is a must. You want to be blessed beyond measure. You want to be favored, not just by God, but by man. Because it's important to be favored by man as well, because God works through men. And when I mean men, I'm talking about actual human beings. He works through men. Men holds territory and ranking. So not just by God, but you want to be favored by man as well. And you want to be blessed beyond measure. Humility is a must. It has to be passed on continuously in order to get to those levels of success. That's why I said Claressa Shields needs to do some internal work. And it's a continuation of internal work. As long as you saying I'm striving and I want to do this now and I want to become this now and I want to have this now. Oh, there is a level of internal work that has to be done because we're still alive. So we're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. So there is a level of internal work that has to be done. And it will also follow up with a test. Real quick, if you are new here to the Reawaken Podcast, check out the description box for more information on the Reawaken Podcast. All right, y'all, that's all I have. And I'll see y'all on another video.